Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So I'm here today to talk about a phone that really hasn't been talked about a lot lately, and I think it's important to bring into the discussion because I have here my good friend the Surface Duo 2, and oddly enough, it's actually more updated than my Pixel 6 or my S22 Ultra, which is kind of funny because so many people wrote off this phone before it even came out. And then even more wrote it off as soon as it came out, and I'm still frustrated at the point because I saw so many videos and reviews about it when it first came out. Like, it was on pre-production software clearly, and it was being bashed and trashed and thrown out in the garbage, and I really don't feel like the phone got a fair shake. So the phone's been out for a while now. It came out in October. I bought one. I pre-ordered it. I'm probably one of like 6 people that pre-ordered this phone. But it has come a long way, and it was already so good, at least from my perspective, once it came out. Yes, when it came out, there was a huge launch patch the day it came out, and then the next day, another one, several hundred megs. So whenever these reviewers were looking at it and saying the software experience wasn't that great, it was based off pre-production software. Maybe it had some issues. I haven't really had a whole lot of issues with it, and it's only been more refined and more refined as it's been around, to the point now it's even got a March security patch update, which is actually really good. And the hardware on it is top notch. We've got the Snapdragon 888, we've got the 90 hertz refresh rate, the dual screens, we've got the 3 cameras on the back, and it's held up really well. The only complaint that I have about this phone is that there's not enough aftermarket accessories for it. There's no really good way to protect it from getting scratches. Now, yes, you can put these skins on it, which I don't really like the skins that much because I think it's a beautiful phone. This, to me, especially the obsidian color, I think that the Surface Duo 2 is one of the best phones over the last year as far as from the looks department. And they made so many improvements over this, which is why it really irked me when I heard people saying that it was worse than the Duo 1. I'm like, if you think this is worse than the Duo 1, clearly you never used the Duo 1 because this is light years beyond that. And I get that people are upset about the camera brick on the back, which kind of interrupts the ability to close it and make it flush, which was a selling point of the last one. I did like that, but I'll take this any day of the week without having to do that whole tap on the back and the front and flip it around and reverse it. And I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but if you might know where I'm going with that. Anyway, it's a real joy to use, and I very much enjoy using this phone. I'm glad that I held on to it. Yes, the introductory price was a bit steep. It was very painful on the wallet. It cost me about $1,600, but there's been a price drop. I think it's like a $200 or $250 price drop. So if you're interested in getting one, it's definitely a better time to get one than when it came out because it's more refined, it's more polished, it's been updated regularly. Granted, it's not running Android 12, but I don't have a lot of heartburn about that because Android 12 has plagued basically every phone that's come out this year. So, taking a look at certain manufacturers around the block, there have been some that have held off. Like when you look at MIUI 13 with the latest round of the Xiaomi 12 phones, they didn't have Android 12. And I don't necessarily fault them because the Google Pixel phones have had problems with Android 12. The OnePlus phones have had problems with Android 12. The Samsung phones had problems with Android 12, and we're finally getting that worked out. So I think that's kind of been a blessing in disguise for the Surface Duo 2, and I gotta say though that Android 11 on here is very polished. So I'm sure at some point in time we'll probably see a Android 12 pop up on it, and I'm curious if we're even gonna get a Surface Duo 3 this year. I wonder if this was like the best that it's gonna get, and maybe they're gonna take some time off. But a lot of people expected there to be a big price drop, and there's only been a very small price drop on this, and it's been out for 5 months now. This time, in the life cycle of the Surface Duo, it was already dropped in half. So I think a lot of people really were expecting it to plummet, and it just hasn't been that way. There's been very tight product management and manufacturing and all that good stuff. So there's not a million of these sitting out there rotting on shelves somewhere that need to get rid of. So when you take a look at the Surface Duo 2, they did it smarter, they did it better, and they made a more refined product. And I think that right now it's better than it's ever been. If you had complaints or concerns about basically the initial reviews you saw, the software is pretty much flawless on here now. It's nice, it's zippy. Of course, I really do appreciate the fingerprint sensor being built in the power button, and it's of course way better than my Pixel 6. Like it works really well, the fingerprint sensor on here. I'm happy with the cameras for what it is. This is not something that anyone was going to go to take out in the field to try and win any National Geographic awards for cameras. I think they did a good enough job. I made a dedicated camera review video for it, and I think that the The phone itself has held up well. Again, my only concern is it does pick up scratches all over it. It's very, very good at that. Even with this rinky-dink Surface frame that you can spend like 40 bucks on, it doesn't really protect it. Basically, your only options are a liquid screen protector, which works okay, but still doesn't give you any physical protection in case you drop it. And then you have this. It basically helps out a little bit, but it doesn't inspire a lot of confidence if you accidentally drop the phone. And I have babied the heck out of this phone. Like, I babied it. And you can take a look at the micro abrasions all over the screen. So, not the screen, but the outside. The inside is still fine. I'm not rocking a screen protector on it. I tried putting a film style one on my original Surface Duo. I just wasn't happy with it. It really felt like it degraded the experience and made the screen look not so great. So, whenever it comes to this, I think that it's a good phone. I think that this is the best time there's been in the life cycle of this phone to pick one up. And I don't think we're going to see any harsh drop-offs where the price continues to plummet. I feel pretty confident in the device if you were to go pick one up. Of course, you can get the Surface Pen with it. There's a lot that goes into this. It's been very well thought out. And I think that it's a very good phone, despite what you may have heard originally. And it's funny because a lot of these guys, the big guys, are the ones that get it before the phone comes out. And then, of course, they don't readdress it. You know, you might have one or two people sometime over the next year readdress it, but it's one of those hit jobs where it shows up, okay, pre-production software, I don't like it, I spent 20 minutes with it. I'm not going to say somebody spent 20 minutes and made a review, but when it comes to the phone, clearly there are people that didn't invest a lot of time in it, and that sets a bad tone for people who want legitimate information and want the device, because I saw that and I was appalled by it, so much so that I made a video saying, no, this is not accurate information. So the phone itself, I think is good. I think it's more reliable than the first one. The build quality and the construction, I think, is better. I love the screens. I love a lot of stuff about it. I don't have any remorse over buying this phone, and that was something I was concerned about going into buying it originally, because I was like, man, I'm throwing a lot of money out there on a wing and a prayer, because the original Duo just did not live up to expectations at all, and ironically now is running better than ever, also running Android 11. So if you want to pick up a companion device, maybe go get one for less than 400 bucks. That could be a good deal for you if you want a secondary phone, you want to take advantage of some of the cool dual screen action. Wait for maybe a possible Duo 3. But this one right here, I think is a good job. If this one came out first, I've said this many times, the story and the narrative would be completely different. And this is one of those phones I think the tech industry just hated from the get-go. And I think that's contributed a lot to the negative narrative and the misperceptions that people have about the phone. It's a very good device, and I'm happy with it. So that's kind of my long-term follow-up on it, but I wanted to come back and talk to you guys about it because there have been a lot of ways that Microsoft has really supported this, has shown up in a big way, has been working on optimizing the software, the apps, made it a smoother, better experience than ever, and it's a really fun phone to use. It's very different too, because everything out there is all, slab phones all over the place. So having something like this and the fact that Microsoft is taking care of it, as opposed to the first one that they basically abandoned as soon as it hit the store shelves, it has been a big difference, and it definitely shows. So that's all I got. If you have any questions or comments about the Surface Duo 2, please head down to the comment section. I'll get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.